everyone. My name is Dave Karlekar, and I hope you all are doing great this beautiful Sunday morning. I welcome you all for another introductory IT training session at GuruSchools. I thank you for investing your precious time today. And the topic for which we're going to talk for the next 1 hour is Salesforce development. So the Salesforce development introductory overview session is what we are talking in today. In general, Salesforce is my biggest practice now. It used to be second biggest, but it's biggest practice because it entails Salesforce administration as well as Salesforce development. Okay, it's high demand, it's very popular for the reason customer is the king, right? So as the sales and marketing is going digital, getting evolving, there is automation in the play towards the customer engagement, customer delight. These courses and this particular product is getting popular day by day. Now, if someone were to ask me what's the prerequisite for this course, in terms of engaging to Salesforce development, I would say either someone who has a prior experience working into Salesforce administration or have learned Java or they hail from sales, marketing, entrepreneurship, customer service, client relationship management kind of a background. This is an ideal learning and a training course for them, as well as a career. Otherwise, nobody learns in mother's womb. All it requires is open mind, willingness to learn, having that fire in the belly to make sure you make that 6-figure. And here, you make a lot more than 6-figure. I mean, average, if you're a combo Salesforce admin plus developer, you make anywhere between 150 to 200,000. Otherwise, a standalone developer also makes 120 to 160,000. So it's one of our highest paid training track after Python data science, and hence a lot of people enroll for this training. Let me give you a backdrop of GuruSchools. As the name suggests, it's a modern marketplace in the form of the ancient Gurukul system. It is basically a virtual platform towards we are embarking on helping, educating, and providing employment to people globally. As a person with dual heritage, I'm using my India as well as the USA background as well as heritage towards ensuring we are providing job, employment to the people. At GuruSchools, we strongly believe education is that one strength that once it comes to you, it stays with you forever. And because, knowledge always compounds and grows by sharing. So as a GuruSchools ecosystem is always going to be a group learning, a group working, and hence each one of you benefit. Okay, so what we do here, we bring the world-class information technology education to the ambitious people such as yours by giving you a good blend of theoretical as well as practical experience. For many of you who have sales background, customer service background, or have worked into Salesforce administration, and realize, by having a combo skill is going to help you to double your income. It's a great way of upskilling yourself. What I mean by that is like learning additional skills, unlearning some dated skills, and relearning with the focus what is important, right? This, by learning, having a combo skills or by learning Salesforce development, you are on the emerging side of the technology because every single Fortune 5,000 client in the USA uses one or the other kind of a customer relationship management, and Salesforce has the biggest market share. Okay, so it helps them to shape their career working in corporate America. At GuruSchools, we are known for our 6 pillars, right? People often say GuruSchools means 6 pillars. What does that mean? Well, it simply means we are focused more towards providing you a career employment-based job placement offering. What I mean by that? What I mean by that is we are not limiting ourselves in mere training. You will see over 95% of the companies are there to throw some videos on your face, throw some video links, some YouTube links, and then they're done, and they rob you of your hard-earned money, right? Nobody takes you to that finish line. And what is that finish line? It is to help you get a job. And not only that, somehow you get a job, but help you sustain and survive on a job, which is what, if I would be you, is what I would be looking for. Whatever it takes, which enables me to help get a job and to survive and sustain on a job. Now, this is what GuruSchool does. So what are our 6 pillars? The first pillar is we have 6 to 8 weeks of training, which runs weekdays as well as weekends. Weekdays 3 days a week in the evening between either 7 to 9 p.m. or 8 to 10 p.m. or 9 to 11 p.m. depending upon the track availability of the trainers and the students. Weekends are more flexible, morning, afternoon, evening. These are more practice sessions, more Q&As and all. Along with the theoretical training, we have a couple of projects going on. So this is also teed in the real-time project. Okay. So Shubham, Sheetal, Devendra will also help you to expose some of those projects they are working on. After the 6 to 8 weeks of training, you get a good overview, an idea about what Salesforce development is all about. Okay. If you have 75% of the course attendance and a satisfactory performance by the trainer, then you go to the next pillar, which is a course completion certificate. So every 3 months we have a course completion ceremony, and then you will be awarded a certificate for that track. Prerequisite is you must attend at least 75% of these training sessions, and you must have a satisfactory performance by the trainer. The third pillar is the key, reference-ready resume preparation. What I mean by reference-ready resume preparation, what to write in the resume, what project to write, because we have several projects, at least for now, 2 projects on Salesforce administration development going on, as well as we have several other projects going on, which works as a ready project for many of you. So you're able to tee in and you're able to write that in your project because you are actually working on those projects and they are referenceable because that's our project. That goes a long way for many of you who are looking to break that vicious cycle barrier. Okay, and then what to write and what to add that bells and whistles in the resume. So we have our subject matter expertise and they will help you towards guiding you and ensuring you that your resume is properly prepared. The fourth pillar is vendor interview preparation. What I mean by that is many of these global outsourcing partner, primarily Indian outsourcing billion-dollar companies or the American tier 1 agencies, we have been working with them since 1999. So it's about 21, 22 years. And it's all about relationship. It's all about rapport. Because we are already a vendor with them, we have access to their portal. They are hiring people from us because they know our ecosystem. Many of them have a planned hiring, meaning every year they hire 500, 1,000, 2,000 people through our training outgo, right? Wherein they don't want to invest so much of time and money and efforts towards training. So they basically bank upon agencies like us who have a very smooth ecosystems of training. And this has been known as planned hiring. And needless to say, the second is JIT, just in time. Okay. So because we work with these vendor agencies for the past 2 decades, they are hiring you not because of you, they're hiring you because of us. Because they know our ecosystems, our training, and our project support. Okay. The fifth pillar is the D-Day, the client interview questions and answers assistance. Again, for the past 2 decades, we have been servicing corporate America. So with the help of the vendor, with the help of our consultants, ex-consultants, we pretty much have covered most of the Fortune 5000 client base. We know exactly what they are looking for, right? Archiving our knowledge base and archiving our past experience, we give you that ready guidance as to what to expect from the client interview. And needless to say, the trainers are guiding you for every step of your interviewing process, which better prepares you for the interview and you are able to secure the job. Now, once you secure the job, the sixth pillar, which is the most important pillar, is the project placement and ongoing project support. Somehow you got the job with the help of us, with the help of vendor helping you, guiding you, but how to keep that job, right? Otherwise you become like a suicide bomber waiting to explode. So with the help of the trainer, with the help of our ecosystem, you are able to keep that job. And over the period of time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, you learn majority of the day-to-day scenarios working at the client side. So we basically spoon feed you in your initial baby steps to make sure all of you settle down in your career. Okay. As a company policy, 10% of our earnings goes to various community causes in the USA as well as in India. Okay. Apart from this Salesforce development training track, we have several other technology-focused practice areas on which we do consulting, we do project outsourcing, as well as we provide training. In no particular order, they are Agile Scrum Master, Android iOS development, big data, business analysis, business intelligence visualization reporting tools like Tableau, Click, Power BI, Snowflake, Cloud DevOps, front-end UI, UX design and development, Informatica Cloud ETL data warehousing development, Java full stack microservices, MuleSoft integration, .NET full stack development, Oracle NetSuite ERP, project management, Python data science, robotics process automation, Salesforce admin, which is kind of a precursor before learning Salesforce development, Workday human capital management. Because we are headquartered in New Jersey, we have also expanded our offering in pharmaceutical, healthcare, and the manufacturing industrial area. So we offer courses like biostatistician, clinical trial data management, SaaS clinical, validation quality management, SolidWorks CAD CAM 3D design engineering, and few other skills. Needless to say, these are all emerging, these are all demanded technologies which have been consumed by the Fortune 5000 corporate America. And thus, there is a huge scope for having a career in information technology. As I mentioned earlier, these technology training tracks, they run primarily on the weekdays. Weekends are mostly practice sessions, repeat sessions, 6 to 8 weeks, depending upon the pace of the class. Weekdays are more in the evenings, 7 to 9, 8 to 10, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Weekends are more flexible. because we have more time in our kitty. Now these training tracks are free if you are looking to work through us on our projects. Okay, what it means it's our way of helping people and also helping corporate America. Okay, and by investing in people and by helping you get a job, we are also helping corporate America by reducing their unemployment, because Jana Seva is Ishwar Seva. To help people is divine, right? We are also product partner for various product companies. What does it mean? It also helps you towards getting you certified in a particular track. So along with the training and along with our certificate from GuruSchools, we will also help you prepare for the Salesforce administration or Salesforce development, depending upon what track you're taking in. Needless to say, it adds feather in your hat. We work with various healthcare providers. We also work with over 20 universities in the USA for their content design development, website design development. As I mentioned earlier, we work with most of the Indian outsourcing IT technology companies, primarily supplementing them for their contract and full-time positions. And being in New Jersey for the past 2 decades, we also help with various small, mid-sized clients, hotel, motel, restaurant, the healthcare practitioners, event management firms towards supporting their website design, development, digital marketing, and other engagement. Okay. Needless to say, many of these projects serves as an opportunity for some of our students to work as a real-time project. Okay, these are difficult times. Even I was reading one of the report day before yesterday. 748,000 people applied for unemployment for the month of January. For the month of December, about 800,000 people applied for the unemployment. Millions of people are unemployed. People are struggling. Millions of job losses. Not only USA, this COVID-19 pandemic, it brought the global recession. It's decimated all major economies. I mean, in light of this gloomy and pessimistic environment, I guess someone must rise up to the occasion and give that helping hand towards helping people get a job and reducing the unemployment. So some of us who have that ability must do the best we can. With adversity, I strongly believe also comes an opportunity. Okay, so let me also tell you the positive side of COVID-19 pandemic. It taught corporate America that everything can be done remote. People were a little not comfortable in remote working before COVID-19 pandemic. Now for the past over a year, everything is remote. So those who are looking to start their career, looking to restart their career, have a very tight timeline, managing household responsibilities. It's a great opportunity for them to enter in the IT job market. Also, because everything is remote, so the rates are falling, especially the lateral experienced hires, those who were billing $100, $150 per hour. And now they're not even showing up to the on-site, working all remote. So the clients are slashing their rates, and they have to bite that bitter bullet and swallow that bitter bullet, which also means it's a good opportunity for entry to intermediate resources to get that $45 to $70 hourly wage, which otherwise the lateral people may not be comfortable seeking it. So their loss becomes your opportunity. The employers are looking for qualified resources who can work within their reduced budget remotely. So for those who are looking to have a career This is a golden opportunity. And let me assure you, using the 6 pillars at GuruSchools, each one of you will secure an opportunity working in corporate America. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, what makes us unique? Well, we are more focused on shaping up your career, shaping up your employment, and shaping up your project than mere throw some videos and rob you of your hard-earned money. Okay, I already mentioned those 6 pillars, and those are the 6 pillars are going to help you to get a job and sustain the job. Okay, I see good number of you have joined today. As I mentioned, this is our introductory overview session. What does that mean? That means it's like a movie trailer. The 3.5 hour movie is summarized in a 2-minute trailer, which gives you enough or a little overview on what to expect and what you will be getting into if you were to enroll as a Salesforce developer training track. After the end of the presentation, it will also give an opportunity to have a question and answer with the trainers. So please feel free to ask questions, rather reserve those questions till we finish the presentation. And once we have done with our presentation, please ask as many questions as you can. This is a recorded session, so those who have to leave early, you can always find a copy of this training on our website, on our LinkedIn page, on our Facebook page, and on our YouTube page. I strongly recommend you to please subscribe our LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook page. Reason being, we have hundreds of educational videos which are made public to you, and you can use it for your career advancement. So those who are serious about their career, those who are looking to have their career, should subscribe to our LinkedIn page, our Facebook page, and our YouTube page. If you have any additional question which might pop up once we are done with the session, you can always write to us at training@guruschools.com or inquiries@guruschools.com requesting additional information. Okay, so for today's track, the subject matter expert team which we have is Miss Sheetal and Mr. Shubham. Okay, they are part of our GuruSchools training team. They both have extensive experience working in IT industry, as well as they have worked on North America projects. They are part of our couple of projects which we have outsourced. Shubham and Sheetal are part of that along with Devendra. Okay, they are also working in corporate India. So, their experience is not theoretical. It's more corporate training with real-time work experience, covering global environment, which is going a long way towards better preparing you in your IT career. So without doing any further ado, I welcome both of you as well as thank you all for patiently listening. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to GuruSchools Salesforce Development Introductory Session. My name is Sheetal Kumari and I am working at GuruSchools as Salesforce trainer, and also I'm working with Infosys from past couple of years as a Salesforce developer and consultant. I have an extensive experience in Salesforce ecosystem. I have worked upon multiple projects for multiple international clients, and apart from this, I am 5x Salesforce certified and 2x DevOps certified. So that's a bit about me. Let's continue with the next slide. So before learning any technology, let's try to understand what is the job market for that particular technology. So since we are talking about the Salesforce developer, so if you can just talk about the Salesforce job market, we have number of openings in Salesforce development. If you are a Salesforce admin, then probably you may see there are some limited openings for the Salesforce Salesforce admin. But if you are a Salesforce developer, if you are a combo, if you have skilled in Salesforce admin as well as Salesforce development, then there's I mean, you cannot, you just you can, just your salary will touch the sky. So that's what I would say. So if you can just check out the job sites, and you just search with the just a keyword, that's Salesforce, you will see number of job applicants will job you will see. So I have just take out some survey. I have just gone through some of the job market sites. I would see the Dice, and this Career Builder and Indeed, and I tried to fetch up some data. So if you can just see, I have just put the keyword Salesforce developer, and you can see 410 jobs are there in the market. So these are this Mask and Frank. These are the of course these are the MNC companies in the market. So I would like to show you other job pages as well. This Career Build, if you can just check the what number we have for these Salesforce jobs, you can just see in the screen 7419. So from this, you can just try to understand that how the Salesforce is demanding in the market, how many job opportunities are there for this particular technology. If you can talk about the salary, just see on a screen. Let's try to understand about the United States job market or for the Salesforce. If you are a junior, then you would earn 111,000. If you are a mid-level, then you would earn 141,000. If you are a senior level, you would earn 159,000. And of course, if you have the skills, Salesforce development skills, you can work upon this freelancing as well, freelance project as well. So this is about so this is just a Salesforce developer salary. But if you are a combo of Salesforce admin plus Salesforce developer, then of course I haven't mentioned here, but that salary is quite high. That salary is, of course, that is completely more than the Salesforce developer and the Salesforce administrator, because you have a combo skills for the both technologies. And why they are providing this much of salary? There is a reason, and the reason is because nowadays every company, starting from startup, mid-scale, and MNC companies, they have moved their their structure onto the Salesforce. Why? Because of course we have a lot of benefits with the Salesforce technology, Salesforce Cloud. We don't have to maintain anything. We don't have, let's say, if your company is using the Java technology or .NET technology or PHP technology, we have to take care of front end, we have to take care of back end, we have to take care of database connectivity. So we have a quite lot of maintenance with this other technologies. But if you can just see the Salesforce, you don't have to maintain anything. It's everything they have provided in one single plate. So because of these reasons, because of this benefit, every company has moved their structure from any technology to Salesforce. And nowadays everything is on a cloud. So Salesforce is a cloud technology. So this is also a big reason they have moved to a Salesforce. If you can just see the number, all the industries, information services, electrical and electronic manufacturing, education management, automobile, computer, medical device, biotechnology, health and wellness. If you can just see any technology, probably banking, insurance, hospital and healthcare, every technology they have moved, they have started using the Salesforce technology. And because of this, we have a lot of job in the market. And so these are few numbers. You can just see the L'Oreal Paris, Toyota, US Bank, Canon, then Cone, healthcare, Cisco, lot of MNC companies. That's what I mentioned, starting from mid-scale, starting from startup, and all, including all the MNCs, they have moved their structure onto Salesforce. So let's try to understand what is the Salesforce technology about, what does it exactly mean, and what this technology provides, how many services the technology provides, and how it works. So if you can just thought about the cloud computing technology, so this Salesforce is basically a cloud computing platform. I would say, let's try to understand what is cloud computing. So if you can just notice the word cloud computing. So here everything is on cloud. Rather than sharing your data, your files or media on a local service, or local server or a local computers, they have provided the ability to share everything on a cloud, and you can just access your data, your media, your files from anywhere, from any devices. You just need internet connection. So this technology, the Salesforce technology, is built upon this cloud. So it provides two different kinds of services. One is a SaaS and one is a second one is a PaaS. When we say it's a SaaS, it's a Salesforce as a service. When we say Salesforce as a service, so you have ability to build your application and to host your application over a cloud. So when let's assume you have created your application, you have built your application, and you have launched or you have hosted your application over a cloud. So here probably the end users, end customers are the users of this service, SaaS service. And when we say it's a PaaS, so that is a platform as a service. So Salesforce will give you a platform where your developer or your administrator or the architect, technical people can build their code, they can implement the code, they can write a code, they can create an application. So they have a platform to do all these things, and then they will just launch or they will just host that application, that complete developed application over a cloud, and the people will start using the application. So basically this Salesforce is a combination of SaaS and PaaS. Okay, so after this we will try to help you with the creation of org. Why there is a need to creation of org? So now you learn Salesforce, now you have to build your code, you have to implement the code. Whatever you have learned theoretically, we have to perform that practically. So you need something, right? So you need a platform. So this is that platform, developer edition. We have to create one developer org. From that developer org, you can just log in and you can perform. So they are giving you a replica of the actual production. So where you have ability to create objects, fields, or many of the features of Salesforce. You can just implement those features into this platform. So this is kind of a the plate where you can just work upon it. So of course, in our sessions, we will help you with the creation of org, and we will help you with the setting, this configuration, and all these things. Now, since this is a Salesforce development, of course, when the word development comes into picture, we should know some programming language. So what is this Apex programming language? If you're aware about this Java programming, PHP, .NET, maybe Python, the other technology language, same in the Salesforce, we have an Apex programming language. So with the help of this Apex programming language, we have to build the code. So if the people who are from Java technology, they can easily learn this Apex. Why? Because Apex is completely inherited from Java, and Java is object-oriented language. So of course, whatever the features we have in this Apex programming language, that is of course related to object-oriented. So if anybody is from Java technology, or maybe some other technologies, they do have some. Of course, they will have some object-oriented knowledge, how this object-oriented features will work and all. So they can easily learn Apex programming language. So this is about this Apex programming language, and on top of these few features, the Salesforce has invented their own features, like they have some collections, and they have provided some collections and all. We will talk about that in next slide. So before that, we will help you to create an Apex class, the Apex methods, how to create Apex class, how to navigate to that screen, how to build your first code, how to write your first program. For that, to create an Apex class, what protocols we should follow, what would be the naming conventions. Many things will come into picture, so we will help you with those things. Let me move on to the next slide. So Then the data types. This is the basic requirement to learn any or to build any program, right? So if you are writing any code, or if you are building any code, you should know what kind of data we are putting into that code. So to put the data into that code, you should know the data type of that particular that data, what kind of data I am going to use in my code. So for that purpose, we should know the data type. So in Salesforce, we have two different types of data types. One is a primitive, second one is a non-primitive data type. When we say it's a primitive data type, there are integer, double, long, date, time, string, id, text. There are some set of data which will fall under this primitive data type category. And when we say it's a non-primitive data type, we have collections. In collections, we have three different types: list, set, and maps. So that will come under the non-primitive data type. The same like the S object and enum. So what is exactly we will learn in our sessions. Then, as I mentioned, we have in Salesforce this Apex programming, we have a collections and types. What is collections? As its name suggests, collection is a kind of a storage. We have to store this data in some collection. So these collections are like map, set, and list. So with the help of this collection, you can build your code. Of course, without this collection, you cannot build your code. You cannot write your code optimized way. So you have to learn this collection. So we will deep dive into our actual sessions in this 6 weeks of program. What collections, how we should use, what is the syntax, how we're going to use this, and how it exactly works. That we will see in our sessions. Then moving on to the next slide, the Apex database methods and Apex SOQL. So when we say it's Apex database methods, you should know what is the purpose of my code. If I write simple program, or I have built one simple class, and I should know what is the purpose of that class. So for that purpose, let's say I have to insert this data to somewhere. Maybe I have to update few records in somewhere. So I should know the database methods. So we have different data types methods. We have different set of database methods. That is database.insert, database.update, database.delete, then upsert. A lot of methods we have. So we should learn about these methods. Then when we say Apex SOQL, so this is like I would say the structured object query language. When we have to when we have to fetch that data from the database, this language, this particular feature will come into a picture. So with the help of this SOQL queries, you have to fetch the data from the database, and you have to use the data accordingly in your code. So this is all about this SOQL and database methods. Then moving on to the next slide, Apex trigger design patterns. So we have one more major topic in Salesforce development, that is Apex trigger. When let's say I have to perform some actions. I mean, let's say if I update this record, I have to notify my manager or to somebody that okay, I have this record has been updated. So after performing some actions, or I would say trigger is something like some actions. When we perform some actions, we have to do something. So for this we have a big concept that is called as Apex trigger, and we have some design patterns we have to follow. We have some types we have to follow. These design patterns, we have different types like before trigger, after trigger. Then in that we have few methods: insert, update, delete. Again, same that flow we have. So we will go in deep in our sessions. Then again, while developing or while implementing this code, we will get some limits. So Salesforce has set up some governor limits. They have their own limit. I would not say limitations, but they have. Since this is a multi-tenant architecture, there is one application can be shared with the millions of people. Millions of people will use the shared applications, this one application. So they have set up their own limits. So we have to consider this limit while building your code. Then Apex debugging. What is this Apex debugging? Let's say you have built your code, now you have to debug your code. Like maybe when you're running your code, there could be some exceptions, there could be some errors throwing in the backend. So how to debug that code, how to catch the exceptions, how to find that exception, how to make a fix on that. So this will come under the debugging. That we have some process, we have some flow that we will definitely see in our sessions. But this is Apex debugging is quite important while you're learning a development. Now let's move on to Apex test classes. This test class functionality or test class feature that is only there in Salesforce. There is a reason why we write the test classes. If you write your program, you have to write your test class for that program. Why? There's a reason. Salesforce will say, like, you have to maintain the code accuracy. You have to maintain the code accuracy when you are pushing your data to a production. So production is a live environment. You have to maintain the data accuracy. You have to maintain the code coverage of your test classes. That should be 75% only. Below that it will not accept. So there are some restrictions, there are some protocols we have to follow. So that will come under this Apex test classes. How to build this test class, how to get good code coverage for that test class, that of course we will see in our sessions. Then we have one more concept, important concept, that is batch Apex. So what is the use of this batch Apex? Let's say you are working as if you are working as a Salesforce administrator and you got a requirement saying that you have to send an email notifications to million or billion of people. So being a Salesforce administrator, you have only two features, I would say, that workflow or process builder. But you are an administrator. You know that, okay, this will not work for this many people. This will not work out for huge records. So of course you have to build your batch class. So for this kind of requirements, you have to build you have to come across, or you have to develop this kind of code. So that is a batch Apex. So this is quite important topic in Salesforce development. So this is all about the batch Apex and the technical topics. So as I mentioned earlier, this is just an Salesforce a development introductory session. So we have just given you a beat idea about these topics. Definitely we will deep dive into all this topic when we actually start our batch, when we actually start our 6 weeks of program. Okay. So why Salesforce? Why people are using Salesforce? Why everybody want to move their career to Salesforce? Why people are switching their job from other technologies to Salesforce? Of course, there is a reason. This Salesforce is high in demand, and on top of that, here, if you can see in a screen, we have mentioned some reasons: vision executions, strategic acquisitions, current trends and sustained growth, highly diversified offerings, support and excellent customer service. So keeping all these reasons in mind, people are started using Salesforce and people are started moving their career to Salesforce. Then next question will come to your mind, that who can learn Salesforce? As we mentioned, students with any Java development background, or the students who have already learned the Salesforce admin, or they have Salesforce admin background, they can easily learn the Salesforce development. Though the people, they are not from Java background, but they are from some technical background. Let's say from .NET or PHP. They do know, or they do have experience all these technologies, and these technologies are worked in object-oriented mode. Like so, right? So if you are from other technologies as well, you can. It's just that if you know the Salesforce admin, you can easily learn the Salesforce development. Then, if you are a Salesforce developer, if you are learning a Salesforce development, they have provided some certifications. If you are a developer, of course you can earn this certification, Salesforce Certified Administrator. Then you can earn the Platform Developer 1, Platform Developer 2, Service Cloud Consultant, Sales Cloud Consultant, System Architect, Application Architect. So when you have a lot of certifications, then nobody will doubt on your skills, because these are the global certifications provided by Salesforce company itself, and if you are if you are certified in particular maybe the administrator or maybe the platform developer or maybe any consultant certification, then of course you will get a good attention, or you will get the good attention from the recruiters. Why? Because you are certified in that particular area. Then I'll just quickly walk you through the roadmap of the Salesforce certifications. When you are a when you are a Salesforce administrator, you have to you can earn the Salesforce administrator certification. After admin certification, you can earn the Salesforce advanced admin certification. Then probably you can go for a app builder certification. If you are a Salesforce developer, you can go for a Salesforce developer one, Salesforce platform developer one certification. To get this platform developer one certification, there is some preconditions, like you have to be Salesforce admin certified first. Then you can, once you do that, you can go for a Salesforce platform developer 2. Then you can move on to the service cloud consultant, sales cloud consultant. Then later you can move on to the some system architect, application architect. So this is kind of a roadmap you can just use when you learn development, and to get your profile more visible into market, you can just earn the certifications. Then as you can see on the screen, we have 6 weeks of program. In the first week, we will cover about the Salesforce development overview. Then we will move on to the web application fundamentals. Then after getting these concepts, we will move on to the Apex fundamentals. Then after this fundamentals, in next week we will teach you the control flow statements, Apex classes and methods, and Apex testing in second week. Then in third week, we will move on to the Salesforce object query language, the SQL and SOSL. Then we will move on to the object and DML. Then we will move on to the exception handling. So step by step, we will cover this Salesforce features or functionalities or fundamentals in these 3 weeks. Then in fourth week, we will introduce the VS Code setup. If you are writing a code, what kind of setup you need. So this is kind of an advanced thing which came into a market, VS Code. So that we will help you to understand. Then probably we will cover the government limits and code bulkification. Okay, you have write a code, but then your code is not bulkified. What is mean by bulkification? Your code should be optimized. You should written your code in very optimized way. So how to write such kind of code? What could be the process? What things needs to be considered? So these things we will cover in a week 4. Then the big topic, Apex trigger, batch Apex, and this testing of Apex trigger will come into picture. So then we will, of course, in week 5 we will move on to this topic, Apex triggers, batch Apex, and testing of Apex trigger. So with this overall, these are just a heading of topics. Under this topics, we will get a lot of subtopics, so that we will cover in our sessions. And in week 6, definitely we will help you with the creation of resume. We will help you what things needs to be added in a resume if you are going for Salesforce development job, Salesforce developer job. What things you should add in your resume so that your resume will get visible in the job portal, or maybe through this recruitment process. So those things we will help you in this resume preparation. Once your resume is ready, we will help you with the vendor interview preparation. So we will take we will conduct some mock interviews. There we will of course in mock interview we will try to ask some questions. We will help you, or we will prepare you in such a way that when you actually go for an interview, you will not face any difficulties. You will have that idea what kind of questions they will ask, what kind of scenarios they will put in front of you, and how to answer those questions, and how to tackle the interviews. So this is all about our 6 weeks program. And then if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask the questions.
Okay, thank you, Sheetal. Shubham is having little internet issues, so basically Sheetal covered the entire training, but during the course we believe in gender inclusion. So every track you will have ideally 2 trainers. Salesforce, we have 4 or 5 trainers, but primarily we engage on administration. We engage Devendra and Sheetal, and development we engage Sheetal and Shubham. These are the FAQs. What does that mean? Meaning, out of the couple of dozen trainings which we conduct, typically these are what the questions are generally asked, right? So what we have done, we basically tabulated these questions. Okay, we will go through these FAQs first. If you have any other question over and above these questions, please feel free to ask, or you can just put it in the notes section, and we'll be more than happy to answer it for you. Okay, Sheetal, do you want to take that question? You ask a question, I will answer it, if that's okay with you.
So first question will come into my mind, that probably when is this training starting?
Okay, when does the training start, right? That's always the favorite question. And the answer is, this is an introductory session. It takes about a week to 10 days for a formal enrollment. Okay, what is a formal enrollment? In a formal enrollment, you will send an email at training@guruschools.com or inquiries@guruschools.com, and you will come through our candidate counseling session, if not already. Those who have gone through our Salesforce administration track, they know what we are talking about. So basically, you enroll for a Salesforce development track, because it's a different track altogether. And the way you engage is by engaging, you're depositing with $500, and that deposit is refunded to you upon finishing the training and you securing the project through us, working on a project for at least 3 months. In short, your $500 is refunded back to you after 3 months of working on us. So if you're looking to work in corporate America, and if you're looking to take our help towards getting your job, this is free for you. What is the second question, Sheetal?
Yes, sir. So second, since we talk about the certification, the second question is, along with the training, will you also guide and help towards the actual certification?
Okay, so basically here you get two kind of certificates. One is on behalf of GuruSchools. Every 3 months, we have a graduation ceremony wherein across different courses, we gather virtually along with the trainers and students, and then we have a graduation ceremony wherein it is interactive. The trainers as well as the students will talk about it, and then you are awarded a course completion diploma certificate on behalf of GuruSchools. Okay, the second certification is basically, it does cost money because it's Salesforce, and they are there to make money, unlike us. So basically, it varies depending upon what promotions they have, anywhere between $100 to $200 for taking the certification. So depending upon what coupons and what offers we have, because we have many of our students going through the certification, we always offer those coupons. So $200 can become $100 or $150, and that also will prepare you. With the help of a trainer, you can get certified for that also. Okay, what is the next question?
Yes, adding to this this question, sir. So like we have helped our students in first batch that many of students are Salesforce admin certified now. With the help of this discounts codes we have provided, and then we help them to prepare towards the certification. They have earned this Salesforce certification, Salesforce administrator.
Yes, so, and the same thing they will do for Salesforce development. What is the next question?
The next question is, will you also help us towards the market our resume and get a job?
Yeah. Well, basically, we if you take in a standalone, many of you have taken training before, right? Or many of you have tried for the last 2, 4, 5, 10, 20 years to get a job. If it is that easy, most of you won't be here today, right? There is a reason why you all are here. That is, you are still struggling, right? So each of this aspect, each of these pillars does cost money. Okay, training itself will cost you, depending upon where you're taking training, $500 to about $5,000. only mere training of 4 weeks or 6 weeks. Then come resume preparation, will cost you anywhere between $500 to $1,000. Vendor interview, client interview preparation will cost you anywhere between $2,000 to $4,000. If you were to take help from outside, because there are people, they are there to make money, and it's a capitalist society. So basically, whatever help you need, you have to throw the money. Then comes job support. Every month of job support, give and take anywhere between $800 to $1,200 for job support. So for 6 months of job support, about $6,000 to $7,000 will go in job support. If you add all of this together, that's the total from training to placement to job support will vary anywhere between $8,000 to $12,000 out of your pocket. Here, it is free for you. Okay. Needless to say, who is spending money? I'm spending money on your behalf, because for trainers, for resume preparators, for support, I have to give money to Sheetal, to Shubham, to Aarti, to Devendra, to all of our trainers, right? So they are there to make money, and they make money on wholesale, right? And once you work on our projects, we recover that money which I have paid the trainers, because I have to pay them for them to train you, and I have to pay them for them to help you for certification, for get a job, and for support. Okay. So needless to say, the answer is in the question. If I cannot help market your resume, or if I cannot help you get a job, I lose anywhere between thousands of dollars. Okay. Which is a very poor judgment, a business judgment. So we are here to ensure that the people with the right mindset engage with us, and only people who are looking to make a career, those who are engaged with us. Because if you don't get a job, or if you don't seek a job, we lose thousands of dollars on you. Okay, so the answer is yes. We are rather more proactive, and we are rather more eager to help you get a job like yesterday. Because unless you make money, I cannot make money. And if you don't make money, I lose money rather. Okay. What is the next question?
Yeah, so will you also help us towards giving project support?
Without project support, you cannot survive working in corporate America. Somehow, you break the shackles. We gave you the questions. We have consultant working at the client side. We know the environment. And with all that help, Sam, Dam, Danda, Bheda, somehow, somewhere you get a job. Okay, all jobs are remote. So the job can be anywhere. You can still be up and running. But then what? It's written on your face that you have been taught, right? And then you are not that trained and have undergone the real-time scenarios of real-time issues. So because all of you are clubbed in a group, because there is a group learning, there is a trainer, there are you, like-minded people like you go with the flow, right? So everybody is helping everybody, because by helping somebody else, you are also getting helped, right? And our trainers, that's the reason we have multiple trainers, because we are covering the North America time. So these people are giving you support. So answer is yes, up to 6 months of project support, which we give, without which you cannot get a job or sustain the job. Next question, please.
Yeah. The next question is, how many trainers you have giving the training, verification, and project support?
We have multiple trainers. For today's call, we have got 2, which is Sheetal and Shubham, but we have multiple trainers. Because again, Salesforce, which includes administration and development, that's my largest practice. Okay. So where we have 40, 50, 60 consultants, we cannot run it with 1 or 2 trainers. So we always engage more and more trainers. Because one is training, second is support, and then we also have projects for Salesforce. Salesforce commercial instance, as well as Salesforce non-for-profit success pack, Salesforce NPSP. Okay, so multiple trainers who are engaged in training, verification, project support, as well as project outsourcing. Next question, please.
Yeah. Are these going to be virtual sessions, and are these sessions will be recorded?
Yes, they are. We use Zoom, and then we have an applicant tracking systems and a Google folder. So everything is archived properly. Like Google folder will have, those benchmark resumes, your resumes, some reference material. Applicant tracking systems will have, like the client information, vendor information, where are we marketing you, the entire flow of recruiting life cycle and placement life cycle. All these sessions are recorded, so in case you miss few sessions, for health reason, for other priorities, you can always catch up. But as I said, if you don't attend 75% of the classes, you are not going to the second pillar. You are not going to the second phase. You again have to repeat the session. Okay, so I strongly suggest those and only those who wants to have a career should come prepared. And you have to accommodate, sacrifice, manage your home priorities, your other priorities. Work is more important than doing some chore at home. And what is important, what is not, that's not only you, your family must also help you and assist you. So all virtual sessions through Zoom, all sessions are recorded. They're shared. So you're shared with the YouTube link also. And then practice makes you perfect. So the flow is, before every training, you will be given reference material. So you're not coming with a blank slate. So you know what the topic is of today. You're given some reference material, some reference videos to go through. You go through that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times. You come prepared. During the session is more interactive. Post session, again you are given homework assignment and some videos to refer to. So we are not here again just to throw some videos, links, and we are done. No, it's going to be more exhaustive. It's going to be more involved. Again, the intent is to help you get a job. The intent is not to rob you of another $500,000 and make quick bucks. No. So it's going to be intense. It's going to be more interactive. And there'll be homework. Right? As I said, in extreme situations, if you miss, you can always catch up on that. And then you have weekend sessions for repeat and for practice. Next question, please.
Yeah, the next question is, will there be an additional practice session and preparatory session for the certification?
Not only for the certification. These questions people ask, I don't know why they ask this question. I tell people the focus is on placement. Okay, all of you should be asking me only one question. When can I get a job? How can I get a job? And how can I keep my job? Certification and training and all, it's a subset of that. So whatever it takes, right? As I said, Sam, Dam, Danda, Veda, by hook or by crook, we are there to help you get a job, and we are there to help you sustain that job by giving you project support. And everybody does that. Okay. So we are giving you that cocoon, we are giving you that shelter, and within which you optimally learn to survive. And it's a group learning. So you're not left alone, cut alone. There are like-minded people like you working and aspiring towards doing that. So yes, there'll be practice session, preparatory session. Only for the resume preparation, we have a couple of dozens of sessions. For vendor interview preparation, we have got 25 sessions. For client interview, again, there are another couple of dozens of sessions, more interactive mock sessions. So a lot of, it's not mere 6 weeks, it's more involved, and many of these things run parallel. Like say, for example, every Tuesday and Thursday, we have resume preparatory sessions and vendor interview preparatory session every Tuesday, Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time and at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Next question, please.
Yeah. Will you also help towards preparing for the interview and find a job?
Yeah, this is redundant question. We covered that, but yes, this is still people ask. So answer is yes. Because if you don't get a job and if you don't make money, I lose money on you. Next question.
Does it require any programming experience as a mandatory requirement?
For Salesforce development, if you know Java, that's a huge plus, or any programming skills for that matter. Or at least you have done Salesforce administration, so you have some visibility. Needless to say, if you want to learn and if you want to work, then you know how to even spell word impossible as I am possible, right? So, but it just makes that easy if you have a prior knowledge of Java, or if you have a prior any programming knowledge, or if you have gone through Salesforce administration. So you know what to expect, and because it becomes a gradual, enhancement and a gradual progression of your career. Okay, next question, please.
Can we get a remote working job?
Can we get a remote working job? Excellent question. Yes. We must thank China for that. Because of the pandemic, all jobs are remote. Nobody's calling you for an on-site interview. Nobody's calling you for on-site working. Everything is remote. Okay, this is an arbitrage anomaly. It doesn't happen every now and then. It's a great opportunity for those who are looking to have a career. Okay, and we must realize this has happened because of the pandemic. Once the pandemic is over, life will be back to normal. So before people call you and grill you and read on your face that you don't know the job, it's better to get trained and better get placed. So remote working is something is going to stay here for a long time, or blend of on-site and remote working will be the future norm. So make use of it as much as you can. Next question.
There are many other training institutions charging a lot of money. Why this is free?
Why this is free? Because it is free. Okay, Jana Seva is Ishwar Seva. So we are helping people. As I said, the thought of spending $10,000-$12,000 is so depressing that people choose to remain unemployed than to go through the hoops of seeking a job. Okay, so, and we understand. And the second thing is we have a very focused effort on women empowerment. Because as a man, I exist because of a woman. So what we do is, marriage, motherhood, other family responsibilities. Often a woman has to sacrifice her career and then they want to bounce back in their career. People give crying shoulder and sympathies. What a woman needs is a help, a real-time help to get her a job. So we do, that's how we started this journey. And that's how we said, yes, we have to make this free so that, especially the ladies can seek an employment. And then we thought to ourselves, why even the men has to pay money? So that's where we made it free across the gender. Okay, so if again, it's free for you only if you're looking to work on a project through us. Otherwise, as I said, for every task you have to pay money. And my best wishes for that. Typically, people pay between $10,000 to $12,000 to go through training courses and interview, resume preparation help and interview help and project support. So that's our USP, right? That's how we stand out, where overwhelmingly everybody's charging you money and we are not. So we have to tell people, don't, class is full. So it's our art of giving. As I said, Jana Seva is Ishwar Seva. So the business comes to us because when you help people in their difficulties, when you help people in their crisis, right? We basically build that rapport and relationship for life, right? And we also believe in a woman is happy, the entire family is happy, right? So most of my clients, which we have acquired, it's all because of rapport. Most of our enrollments is all because of relationship and rapport. Because by helping people, basically return that favor by engaging more like-minded people. And once they go on a billing, wherever they are working, they always give us an opportunity whenever their clients are looking for engaging contractors for a contract or employee for a full time. So it's basically helps us in a long way towards the journey of helping people, because by helping people, even we are being helped. Okay, that's the reason it is free. Why it is free? Because you can't eat money for food. What you're doing is, in this journey, you are making a difference in people's lives across the country, and you are creating employment for these two great nations, which is the USA and India. Okay, next question.
Yeah. Will we really get our deposit back once we get a job through GuruSchools?
Yes. Well, we only want people who wants to be focused more on the career and wants to work through us. So if you complete the training and work through us for 3 months, the deposit are meant to be refunded. That's the word. We use the word deposit. It's not a fees. You're not paying a fees. You are giving a deposit, complete the training, get a job, work for 3 months, and then get your deposit back. Okay. These are the FAQs which we document, some of them. Do we have anybody else have a question or any additional question which we have not covered? Jay Patel saying he cannot hear the audio. Jay, I'm sorry, I could hear. You can go through the recording. Yeah, some connectivity is always there. Anybody else have any questions? No? Okay. If no questions, that's good. We can enjoy rest of our Sunday. So I thank you from bottom of my heart for investing your time. You can see our contact us page. I repeat again, please subscribe our YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn page. Any inquiries at guruschools.com or training at guruschools.com. Because if you want to know more about us, we also have created a WhatsApp group where you could enroll. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12 noon, we have a candidate career guidance session, wherein we have career counselors, we have some of the trainers, they join on this web call through Google Meet, and then we interact with the aspiring students. So once we know a little bit about them, their education, their experience, and what their interests are, our trainers and our career counselors are able to guide them if we can help them. Okay, so for those who wants to go through the candidate career counseling session, can also drop an email to inquiries or trainings, and then make sure you mention your name, your email, and your phone. Because if you want we to help you or my HR to contact you, I need that information. Sometimes people don't give their phone number or give a wrong number. Well, they suffer, needless to say. So if you want me to help you, give us the right piece of information so that we can engage with you in a more meaningful way. Okay. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 12 noon Eastern Time to 1 p.m. Eastern Time is our candidate career counseling session, where the students get to talk to the trainers across all the major training track, and we can further help them. Okay. I also want to thank Sheetal and Shubham for giving their time, and Sheetal, good job in presentation. I thank you all for joining in, and enjoy the rest of the Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you for joining our call.
Thank you.
Thank